So, you feel like you are stuck in an endless cycle of working harder and harder, and you are just not really getting ahead in life, and you might barely have room to breathe and honestly some time to just sit back and be lazy for a moment. There might actually be a very simple explanation for that, and that's that your work revolves around the constant effort for constant income lane. I'm under the impression that most people operate under 3 different economic models: constant income for constant effort, linear income for linear effort, and exponential income for constant effort. If you are like most people, then you operate under the first income model, the constant one. It is likely that you are making your living from a regular 9 to 5 and that you have no other income sources and no side hustle. Overtime is not paid, so you can't even make more money if your life demanded it. And even if you want to put some extra hours here and there and some effort in your work, you're not allowed to. So a loved one might be sick, your car breaks down, or you want to buy a home, but you aren't able to fund those expenses doing extra work. Your job is capped at a certain amount of hours for a certain wage. Every now and then you do get a raise or you are promoted to a new and better position, and so you make more money. But your promotion comes with more responsibility and more effort is required from you. So while your income just went up, so did your daily effort, and that creates this staircase graph of increased effort and income. So no change in effort and income for a long stretches of time, and then a sudden bump up followed by another constant period, followed by another small bump, and so on. Had we plotted a third graph showing your living expenses, it would likely follow the other 2 in the same manner. So you're not even getting ahead in life even though you're putting extra work and you are earning more. And that creates a boring and stagnant life, and as the years go by, more and more is required from you as a worker, but you do not feel rewarded. And let's not get into how inflation is robbing you over time, because that's too depressive of a thought to put on top of what I just explained. But on a positive note though, while most people live this type of life, you don't have to. I certainly don't. Millions of people have found a way out, so why not you? Without sounding like a sleazy sales guy, let me show you 2 alternative and concrete ways to structure income and effort levels. And these are thoughts that I've learned over time from other people, and I actually put it into work in my life, and now I can talk from experience. The other model that you might structure your life around is the linear effort for linear income lifestyle. Meaning, you decide how much you work, and the amount of work you do has a linear impact on how much you earn. You might have a period where you don't need a lot of money, and so you decide to take it slow for some time and take a breather. But on the other hand, there might be stretches of time where you really need to make some extra money, so you are putting in as much work as you possibly can, and you are actually paid to do so this time around. So that's linear effort for linear income. Hopefully you're investing the extra income such that it generates some passive yield that supports your laid-back times. There are also other things in life after all, and this model is a great enabler for those other things. I'm currently in this category, and the practical way that I've achieved it is by working as a contractor. As a contractor, it is usual to get paid better than full-time employees for solving the exact same task often. And you are either paid hourly, earning more the more you work, or a certain amount to solve a certain task at hand, and it doesn't really matter if you spend 1 hour or 10 hours solving it. So there's a lot of flexibility, but in general, you'll make more money the more you work, and that's why I call this the linear effort for linear income model. In most cases, this model is a big improvement on the first one, since you are in charge of your own time and effort, and by extension, income. You can work as much or as little as you require when you require it. And it's not as rigid as back then when you were a full-time employee. Now, the final model, it's really a crazy one. It's about exponentially increasing your income for a constant or even decreasing amount of effort. And it sounds too good to be true, I know, but there are numerous ways to achieving it. And it requires that you leave the pre-programmed notion in your head that spending more of your time is the only reliable way of making money. This exponential model is based on planting seeds early in your life and reaping the benefits later. And that's why very few people do it. It really goes against this instinct that we have of instant gratification. Doing content creation is one of the ways to achieve exponential income for constant effort. If you spend 20 hours producing 2 videos each and every week for YouTube consistently, you will make no money to begin with. So it is high effort, no income. But eventually you will get monetized and then you'll make your first few bucks for your work. And not long after that, you will hit 10,000 subscribers and make a decent amount of money. Then 20,000, 40,000, 100,000. And so each step of the way, you will make more and more money. And now this is very important. The extra money that you just earned, it's not because you worked more or you worked harder. It's just that more people have started to enjoy the work that you already have done and the work that you continue to do. Your subscriber count will rise exponentially, provided that your content is good, of course. Constant effort, exponential income. Yeah, you can also build a business, create an app, day trade the stock market, even try your luck with dropshipping or gambling with cryptocurrency and whatnot. But I've found that all of these endeavors have high failure rates and you run the risk of exerting a lot of effort for no income. On the other hand, with content creation, yes, there is some risk as well that you might put a lot of effort into it for no income, but the risk is so low that it's almost a guaranteed chance of success as long as you are just consistent and you try to improve over time. Because if you just spend just a little bit of time analyzing your last video before filming the next one, and you just pick one small thing to improve, then on your 100th video, you will be so much better than your first one. Since YouTube is a skills-based game, someone who produces high-quality content and uploads consistently will eventually break through on this platform. It's also important to understand, of course, that this transition won't happen overnight. It will take some time, effort, and a willingness to learn and adapt and take this leap of faith. But if you are willing to put in the work, the rewards can truly be life-changing. You might not be interested in content creation, and I get that. I wasn't for the longest time, and many of my friends aren't either. In that case, moving from the constant model to the linear one is a less risky option, but one that is a huge improvement in on itself. To transition, you only need 2 things: skills and a network. If you already are a skilled worker, you are actually very close to being able to take the jump to the linear model. All you likely are missing is a client funnel, and if you have a good network already, creating a client funnel can actually be easy. It's just that you've never done it before. Otherwise, if you don't have a network already, you can start there and widen your network by reaching out to consultancy firms and your peers in this space. Participate in networking events and read about serendipity and get more of it in your life. I know it's a fun word, but when I learned what the word serendipity meant, I was truly astounded, and I thought that I immediately had to implement some more of it in my life. And that's why you see me in this nice office. It's because I wanted to do YouTube videos, and I thought that I needed to be in an environment where there are videographers and other professionals who do video content. This place is called Filmbyen here in Aarhus, and it's people who do professional grade TV interviews, and they are helping me with this framing and lighting and all of this stuff, such that I could get a good head start with this YouTube channel. But serendipity aside, if you're a software engineer like me, you will find it quite easy to find clients even if you don't have a wide network. Because there are companies out there whose entire focus is bringing you clients for a fee, and even with that fee you will earn much more money than you are as a full-time employee. Now, if you neither have skills nor a network, start learning first. There's a bunch of free and paid content out there. We live in a time where the internet is a huge thing and you have a supercomputer in your pocket. Start using it to learn and upgrade your skills. Stop watching cat videos and cat waifus. I specifically made this channel to improve the quality of educational material in the software engineering space here on YouTube. And obviously I'm biased, but if you want to learn how to code and you want to break into the software industry, then hit subscribe and I'll do my best to guide you guys over time. And I myself, I started on the constant lane, I moved to the linear lane, and now with this YouTube channel, I'm trying to transition into the exponential lane. And if you want to know how I traversed through the 3 lanes, watch this video next, where I explain what motivated me to start my YouTube channel. So that's all guys, thank you very much, see you next time, bye.